Welcome to Mr. Sir Sports. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank all you guys for that. If you want to join the family and be entered to win a MacBook Pro and experience all the NFL news that's important that you need to know, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're notified when our videos go live. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away a MacBook Pro, like I mentioned. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video.
The latest rumor is that the Pittsburgh Steelers have re-engaged with the Atlanta Falcons on a possible trade opportunity for Kirk Cousins now that Aaron Rodgers still hasn't signed. I personally think Aaron Rodgers is just waiting for OTAs and mandatory minicamp to be over because he doesn't want to take part in those things because he never does any year the last 5 years. So I think once honestly, those things are over. Aaron Rodgers will sign, so then he doesn't have to participate in those things, and he can go on his trips to Egypt like he did last year and other things. I just think he doesn't like those things, and we'll wait until the middle of June, and all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers will sign. But do you think they trade for Kirk Cousins in the meantime because Aaron Rodgers hasn't signed, or do you think the Steelers continue to be patient?
I think they'll be patient. I mean, it is kind of weird how Rodgers, in a weird way, is holding teams hostage in this way. I do think it's interesting. He does have a habit of doing this. He did it with the Jets, and he's once again doing it with the Steelers, and he hasn't even signed yet. The Jets, obviously, we know what happened last summer where he was going to Egypt and he was going to all these different vacations, which apparently he told the team beforehand. That was also chronicled in his personal documentary, Enigma, which was an interesting watch. Everyone should check that out if they have a moment. A little plug there. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I mean, you're right. He has never really been a big fan of those. He's someone who works out with his own guys, which I feel like a lot of quarterbacks do anyway. So I don't know why they make that big of a deal of it, because especially they're not mandatory. But I guess it's typical behavior from him. So do you think the Steelers should just go after someone else, or should they continue to be held hostage by your former favorite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers?
I think at this point, if you're deciding between Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, I think you go with Aaron Rodgers. I think you risk it and wait. And I think worst case scenario, if you don't get Aaron Rodgers, I think in this draft you have to take a quarterback. I think if somehow Jackson Dart reaches the 20s, you have to take him. And if he doesn't, then I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers tried trading up to get him and then still signed Aaron Rodgers. I think it's the same type of thing where if he would have signed with the Vikings, he would have been there for 1 year and then handed the keys to J.J. McCarthy. So I think it's the same type of thing here. If he goes to the Steelers, I think the Steelers' best option is to not go after Kirk Cousins because I think his days are numbered. And Aaron Rodgers, the last we saw him, the last 5 games of the year, played pretty well. Kirk Cousins' last 5 games of the year, not so great. He got benched. So I think you go with Aaron Rodgers, you draft the young guy, you let him watch the future of a Hall of Famer, and then next year, if the whole Aaron Rodgers saga didn't turn out well, then you move on and go to the second year QB. But I personally think Aaron Rodgers will go to the Steelers. We'll just have to wait till probably middle of June.